Guys, what's going on? This
up,
is Street Sounds Recording Studio, and we've got a band called Bellfield in here with us. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, great.
Doing great, man.
Excellent. How do you guys like it here at UD so far?
Awesome campus you guys have here.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you guys from, your story?
Cool. Well, I'm Van, and it's my friend Rob here, and so we're from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Excellent.
And we probably got our start playing music, at least together, me and him, probably 4 years ago, and just started writing songs, and it kind of developed into, we played in a couple different bands together, and this thing kind of took off two and a half years ago with Bellfield, and
Okay.
Cool.
Started running with it.
Awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Sweet. So what would you guys say some of your top influences are? And kind of talk about like what style of music you guys do.
yeah, that's a tough question.
Always is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think influences range across the board. From there's a Dave influence with a lot of us. I listen to a lot of, I guess, lesser known groups. Will Hogue is a big influence of mine. OAR, and then
I'm more into like Steve Howe. I like Yes a lot, and Steve Ray Vaughan.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome. About your songwriting process, I know it's like kind of an intimate aspect of bands a lot of people like to hear about because everyone goes about it in their own way.
Yeah.
It's different for just about every song, really. But I think.
It's true.
Either I'll have an idea or he'll have an idea, and it could be a lyrical thing, it could be a musical thing, and usually we'll just, hey man, I had this cool thing, let me show you. We'll start just jamming on a riff or something like that, and then
if the other one of us doesn't like it, we just blackball it right off. There you go, right off the bat.
If we can't make it work in about 10 minutes, we scrap it.
We're not playing it at all. We just move on.
We'll kind of work it up into some kind of a song, semblance of a song, and then the other guys add their stuff to it, and play it for about a month, and boom.
Or refuse to play it.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
One of the two things will happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have any crazy stories as a band yet?
We've had a few interesting times. We had a depressing moment that one of our very first shows. We were sound checking, and we were at this like dive bar back outside of Knoxville. Really, one of our first shows ever in this just hole in the wall sort of place. And we were sound checking. We finished our sound check, and a guy at the end of the bar sets his drink down and hangs his head a little bit, and then falls off his bar stool dead. Right there.
God, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
dead. And we're sitting there like. More acoustic, and then this dude just dies, and it's like,
What do you do?
oh yeah, we're standing there like a bunch of idiots, the ambulance comes, and they're like, yeah, this guy's definitely dead.
Wow.
So it was,
That's pretty intense.
and then they're like, okay, go on with the show. We're like,
It's kind of a hard thing to do, huh?
the dude just died right there. Yeah, so that was a little bit of an awkward moment there.
Wow. Well, speaking of dying, I don't know, do you guys have any plans for the future? Not
segue. Gonna try and stay alive as long as possible, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, as a band.
I guess, what are your goals as a band? Where do you guys see yourselves going?
We've started to pick things up a little bit and get more serious with what we're doing, and I think that our ultimate goal, obviously, is to pursue music as a career and
not work.
The near future, or
that's the dream.
Yeah,
right?
we know where you're coming from.
You guys know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get on the road full time, hopefully in the spring and into the summer, and just kind of never look back at that point. So we're just trying to make it that far and see what happens.
Cool.
Awesome. Do you guys have any records out at this point?
Yeah, we've done. We did a full length when we first started. Not really huge fans of it.
That's great when the band.
I shouldn't say that, should I? No, it's great. You should purchase it with money
for $5 tonight. Here, you do.
But no, we've had just so many member changes over the last few years, and finally have a lineup that's worth anything. In my opinion, and we've done a little demo a few months ago that we're giving away, and we did a song I guess last week.
Awesome.
We're just working on.
How long ago did you guys record that?
I guess the EP that you heard,
in April.
April was when we finished it.
Okay,
cool. Yeah,
awesome. And I guess one more thing. You guys as a band have like a collective message, anything you guys are trying to say? I know a lot of bands come together with a common cause or, obviously a love of music, but any specific subject matter you guys try to cover in your songs?
Nothing that is at least intentional.
Yeah.
I think a lot of, I guess. Well, I don't know. What would you describe as what comes
I mean,
through?
I don't think there's, as far as just a generalized motif that rings true throughout every song. I don't think we have anything quite like that.
Right.
But as far as like where our songs tend to go lyrically,
Yeah.
it's usually a little bit, I guess, more philosophical in some ways.
Okay.
And that was, my first major at school was philosophy.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Sometimes I'll come up with a line, and Van will be like, that line is pointless because
Nobody's
gonna get that. And,
we balance each other well.
Yeah,
Right,
so,
yeah,
so,
good chemistry.
Yeah, I'll write something. He's like, well, that's terrible for these 3 reasons, And, but yeah, so I'd say that for us, it's a little bit existential, kind of, find your meaning sort of stuff in a lot of ways. But I guess, I don't want to sound trite saying that, because
Right.
that is a very common way to go. I just say that kind of is one of our most common elements.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.